Welcome back, Karoth Crew. Last time we left off, the zombie apocalypse just started. So here is where we begin the downfall of humanity. The earthquake happens. Dr. Richardson, Joel, and Michaela go take the elevator all the way to the roof of Seton Hospital. They look out and they see all of the cemeteries open up with people standing up out of their graves, going in deeper towards San Francisco, killing and eliminating every life along the way. Helicopters are flying. The police and the army are out in full force trying to stop the dead from returning. No one knows how to fight them. Richardson looks over at Joel and says, "Boss, you made me do this. You made me call this meeting. You were the one that pushed me to make this happen."
I wasn't alone. I wasn't the only one that said it. I wasn't the only one that in the prayer. Everyone down there is just as guilty as I am.
You're the one that gave me the book. You're the one that convinced me to hold a meeting, to make all of this happen.
Yet you were the one that did it. You were the one that said the words. You were the one that convinced everyone to say this prayer with you. And you know what? You succeeded, Richardson. You stopped death. Nothing is going to stop these people from walking and joining the land of the living anymore.
But this isn't... I wanted more time on the operating room table to fix people, to make people the way they were.
There's a new way they were. There's a new way of life now.
This is... Did you want this? You can read Latin too. Is this what you planned?
No. Of course I didn't plan this. I want a world of equality. The dead will rule us all, apparently.
Richardson takes the elevator back downstairs, looking in the book that Joel gave him, trying to look for a solution. Elsewhere, in the jail, in Redwood City, this would be an opportunity, but I don't think I can do anything. Voss is his cellmate, someone that drove in the car with him that also got fixed up in surgery. BJ. Hey, boss. Do you think now would be a good time for us to break out? This would be as hard as breaking out of a womb 3 months too early. This isn't a situation we can just bust through. Voss, why do you always have to make stuff creepy like that? I mean, that's a really weird way of looking at things. Not as weird as your mother looks. Yeah, whatever, boss. Look, the other people in the cell next to us, do you think we want to try to do something to mess with them now? No. We'll wait a little longer. See if there's a movement of people. And then maybe we'll see if we can cause a riot and an outbreak. I don't think they're ready for us, and they're definitely not ready for what's out there. Yeah, okay, boss. A few hours later, they try to move all of the people. During their lunch hour, while they're all in the cafeteria, they hear over the intercoms. Everyone needs to return to your cells immediately. There's something going on outside, and we need to keep everyone as safe as possible. Everything is under full lockdown as soon as the prisoners get to their cells. The guards start moving everyone to the cells. Voss and BJ take this as their opportunity to act and get vengeance on the people that were on the road. Hey, Voss, do you think right now is a good time to act and see what we can do to these guys? They're right there. We're right here. And I mean, we don't have anything besides spoons, but you know, we got something. I have something more impressive than spoons right now. Something just happened in my arms. I know they're in casts, but I think I can try something. They're like, ooh, yeah, you try that, boss. I'll try to see if I can distract the gods for a minute, and you get the jump on them and see what you can do. Yeah, okay, BJ, whatever. BJ goes and tries to talk to the guards to delay them from what they're doing. Voss looks at the two people that he crashed into on the roadway when they were having a shootout, and he says, "Hey, your mother told me to always finish what she's satisfied." He charges towards the guy, using his cast as a block, slams the guy into the wall. The cast pops and fractures. Voss realizes he can move his elbow perfectly fine now, even though his arm in the cast was supposed to be completely broken. And he jams his body up against him that much more, and here hears another sick popping sound. The guy pinned up against the wall spits out blood and almost immediately passes out as the girl looks at Voss, grabs 2 metal trays and starts charging towards him, takes a swing at Voss. Voss raises up his other arm that's fully in the cast. The tray slams against the arm, cracking it at places. Voss smiles. "This is how I penetrated your mother." And he slams his fist into the woman's chest and punctures straight through her sternum into her heart. She falls down dead. Both these people immediately get back up. What the fuck is going on here? This is what they talked about on the radio! Wait, guys, quick, take him out! Shoot him in the head! Shoot him in the head! Boss is like, shoot him in the head? Goes up to the guy that he just downed on the floor, crunches down on his genitalia, and the guards look at Voss with like a kind of look on his face. He goes, "Oh, I think they meant the other one. I want to see what happens with this." He picks up the girl, which is now starting to writhe and get back up, and chucks the girl across the room to a group of inmates that are trying to leave this entire situation. As she flies through the air, she reaches out her arms and pounds into them and starts digging into their flesh and pull out their organs and feast on what she grabs in her hands. And he goes, "Ooh, this is gonna be fun." The guards start opening fire up on all of the inmates, not knowing who's still alive and who's dead. None of them are people that have trained to take shots to the head. So a lot of the shots miss. They hit the throat, they hit the chest, because when you're firing a weapon, you're trained to always hit the biggest body mass, which is always the chest. So they end up not hitting people in the head. They shoot them all over the place. More undead come out of this almost immediately. The moment the heart stops, these things get up and stand up and become undead. And they start charging the guards. They start charging Voss. They start charging BJ. Voss and BJ quickly gun it to the back of the cafeteria, trying to find out if there's a way out through the back of the cafeteria. Voss has been in this specific jail a couple times, so he remembers the layout well enough that he knows where the exit is. He only knows of the one exit that leads to the courthouse, but that's where he's headed. So he guns it in that direction. There's a lot of guards and a lot of bars along the way. So what Voss does is Voss doesn't kill anyone in the way to prevent a zombie. He straight chucks people across the room, legs first, trying to break their bones to ensure that they do become zombies that keep messing with things in a behind me kind of way. He manipulates the situation to use every zombie as another way out. VJ quickly grabs her phone. He hears Karathkin on YouTube talking about how, "Breaking news, the zombie outbreak has just happened. All the dead in the world have finally got up, and they're all joining the living. Quickly, if you have a gun, remember, break the skulls. That's the only way to stop them. Even the skeletons are getting up. There's no stopping the dead. There's even rumors of clouds of mist coming out of places that hold ashes. The dead cannot be stopped. Quickly, shoot people in the head and eliminate as many zombies as you can. So then that way it doesn't overwhelm the masses." BJ hears the video. He makes sure he hits like and subscribe before he puts this person's phone into his pocket. BJ and Voss charge through the rest of the gates. Voss able to pry the bars open. Both his casts now completely cracked and crumbling underneath his newfound strength. They charge out of there. They get out as quick as they can. They steal one of the police cars and they drive south out of the Bay Area. Between the chaos and the new dead that Voss and the other inmates were creating, they are able to get away scot-free and not need to be held accountable for their actions.
Oh, hi, I'm Dr. Richardson. If you like what I did here today, please like and subscribe and become a member of the Karath Crew.